Madam Chairman, Ranking Member Cantwell, I'm so glad you two are sitting up there because I really do trust your judgment on a lot of these issues, and I hope you will work with us very closely because when you talk about water, you're talking about the third rail of politics in our state. It's really true. Now, I served in the House for 10 years, and I absolutely love the House. 10 years, a great experience. But in the House, I fought for my district. 500,000, now it's probably about 600,000 or so. And I understand that. I want to point out to you that Senator Feinstein and I represent almost 40 million people. And we hear from all of them. And they're all the stakeholders that care about every word that we say about this subject. So it's the farmers, yes. It's the fishing industry, yes. It's the tourist industry, yes. It's the urban users, the suburban users, the rural users. They all want to have a seat at the table. And what we have tried to do in our bill is just that. We do not want to reignite the water wars because, Senator Cantwell, you are right. They lead to the courthouse door. They have led to the courthouse door. And what that means is nothing gets done, and people suffer on all sides. So we have to do something courageous here. We have to say to all the stakeholders, let's hear you out, and let's have a bill that is fair to everyone. And my guiding light on all these water bills has been that I will not reignite the water wars. I will not turn one stakeholder against the other, environmentalists against the farmers. That is not what I want to do. Farmers against fishermen. That is what has happened. We have to get past it. That's why I'm so proud of our bill, because I think we really did make huge progress. We are in the 5th year of a devastating drought. My colleague has laid it out. I won't go over it again, because we know how horrible it is out there. It's hurting everyone. All the stakeholders are bleeding. They're hurting the farmers, the fishermen, the urban, suburban users. And yes, some people actually cut off from water supplies. The wildfires, it's extraordinary. It's frightening. Our first responders just put their life on the line because the conditions on the ground are such. Now, we can't get into an argument here about climate change. It's a loser. But all we want to say is we are dealing with climate change now. And if people choose not to address it, it's your option. But today, we're trying to look at water. So I hope we can do this in the face of this unprecedented drought. I want to give a shout out to our governor. He has really led the way by building bipartisan support. He passed a landmark water bond. Everyone came together. It promotes recycling, conservation, storage, desal. Communities are leading the way. And I am proud to tell you, Californians have risen to this occasion. They've reduced their water use by nearly 27% in August, exceeding the state's mandate for the 3rd straight month. So now it's time for Congress to act. And that's why I'm so proud that you are having this hearing today. And I'm very encouraged by your opening statements because we need to move forward. I want to echo what my colleague said. I have never really seen such a broad array of support for a bill. And I think, Madam Chairman and Ranking Member Cantwell, you ought to look at that. I mean, to have support from the California Farm Bureau Federation and local water districts and the Bay Area Council and the Nature Conservancy, and in that book you will see the very strong support that we have. That doesn't mean it's a perfect bill. There is no such thing. It's an imperfect bill, but it's a good bill. And what we have done is taken the best of bills that passed the House and Senate, of some of Senator Feinstein's former bills, my bills, as other House members have the best of their bills in this bill. And it does complement the water bond that we passed. So yes, we will need to have some funding, but there's funding back home as well. This bill benefits all the stakeholders. It helps farmers without undermining fundamental environmental protections. It helps hard-hit communities. It takes an all-of-the-above approach, which we always say we love. We always say we love an all-of-the-above approach. That's what we do here. We invest in conservation, water storage, recycling, desal, all the things that we know we can do The bill is a compromise. Madam Chair, if I could just let you know this. I have compromised on this bill. You know, if I could write it all on my own and not talk to anyone else, it would look different. We did compromise on this. It has the elements, as I said, of a number of proposals that I've put forward in the past, Senator Feinstein and members of the House. It's critical that we pass legislation that doesn't undermine federal and state environmental protections, because as Senator Cantwell noted, that would only threaten fragile ecosystems. And it also would put thousands of jobs at risk in our home state, in recreation, in tourism, in fishing. We need a bipartisan, comprehensive drought bill. We have a chance to do this right. We can pass a bill that has broad support, that unites all of our water users, that has the support of the administration and the state of California, that will move our water policy into the 21st century. That's what I am urging you to do from the bottom of my heart, because this is serious. Bring us all together. This bill does it. This is a unique moment in history where we have found a bill that has this kind of broad support. So we will work with you. We want to alleviate the pain, not only in our state, but across much of the West. The solutions in here are for the whole country, and I thank you so much for this opportunity.